$300,000 split 5 ways, $60,000 each. When I watched this movie, I did not realize several things. And so watching it as an adult, I realized a few things. One of which is that these guys got away with about little under $500,000 each, about 400,000, 26, something like that. That's in today's money. In 1973, $60,000. Further, you don't really get an understanding of like the main character's age, Lorenzo Tate's character. Obviously, the old head was older, but him and Chris Tucker and the dude that was the preacher, they were about 20, 21, and maybe 21, 22 when they actually robbed the bank. You figure they left high school at about 18, 19, and they spent about 3 years in the service. I came up with an additional year because if you look at Juanita being pregnant, she was about 8 months pregnant. She obviously wasn't pregnant when he arrived. To some degree, this speaks to their terrible decision making, but it is insane to think that they got away with, in today's money, about $500,000. I feel like they should have ran a lot sooner than when they decided to run, but therein lies the young age. What's further kind of wild is the other gentleman that got smashed by the car during the robbery had about 2 bags full of more cash. So they might have got away with even more, maybe close to a full million each, split, 5 ways. But this was a case of exactly what I pointed out in the Set It Off video a little ways back. And that is, we might have a decent plan to rob the bank, but very few people make a very good plan after robbing the bank and what we should do. And that may or may not include eliminating certain players. It may or may not include, not spending money right now or leaving the country or having certain escape plans. But nobody ever comes with the secondary plan after we take the money. And at the end, when Lorenzo Tate's character gets 15 years to life, I'm not a legal person. That to life thing, I'm not sure exactly what that is, but 15 years when you're 22, obviously it's startling, but you're gonna get out and still be in your 30s. That's not bad. You're gonna miss your daughter's life and your unborn child's life, but you can get right back in there. It's not the end of the world. I don't know if that 15 years of life means he might have to do life, but if he only has to do the 15 years for robbing a bank and killing some cops, that wasn't that bad. Cops died, so maybe you go in there and you have an opportunity to, figure out how you can get out in 15 years, maybe even less. I don't know. Juanita will definitely be with Cuddy. It will be pretty rough, but it is what it is. Bad decisions when you're 21, 22 years old and broke, and it's the 70s. Yeah.